Hi, wherever you all in the world, welcome to Island of Sports. Today, we are in the parish of Clarendon again. It seems that if Clarendon is getting a lot of coverage, sorry. We have been in Clarendon, you have seen videos before, and now we are back again. Welcome to Island of Sports. My name is Leonard Haney. I have with me someone who I know very well. Um, this man, outstanding person. You'll get to know him this afternoon. His name is Dwight Angus. Mr. Angus, welcome.
Welcome, Mr. Duane.
Yeah, man.
Welcome.
Mr. Angus, tell me about your early life. I know you're a Clarendon man, right?
Yes, I am.
Tell me about Clarendon. Tell me about your early life growing up, man. And primary school you attended, high school, and then I want to know if you're playing sports.
Yes. Well, I'm a born and bred Clarendon,
Yeah,
born in Chapelton,
yeah.
and I went to Smithville Primary School.
You're born and growing in Chapeltown, but you behave like you're from Clear, Maypen, Mr. Angus.
Well, actually, I was on my way to Kingston and
Yeah,
decided to come early.
yeah.
That's the story my mother gave me,
Right.
and so I wasn't really raised in Chapelton.
Yeah.
My mother is from Smithville,
Mm-hmm.
a district called Sunbury.
Mm-hmm.
And she had lived in Kingston, so I was between Kingston and Smithville.
Okay.
Yes, I went to the
So you have
Smithville.
some time in Kingston too,
Yes,
and then
but
you went to Smithville
yes,
Primary.
Smithville Primary,
Yeah.
and then my mother moved. She lived in Rhinesbury, and I visited and attended the Denby Primary School, and then
Denby.
yes, and
Okay.
then my mother bought a piece of land,
Mm-hmm.
settled in Racetrack,
It's true.
and so I've been living in Racetrack for a number of years. As
Yeah,
a matter of fact, I
Clarendon.
lived in Racetrack until I got married and built my own home in Veer.
So you're a Clarendon person,
So
man.
I am a Clarendon person.
Clarendon. And did
What
you play any sports in primary school?
I was more of a runner. I was not necessarily
What do you
much
mean, Rona? You
involved.
jolly do athletics, Angus?
I am a very outstanding member of the Glenmere High School. As a matter of fact,
That is high school now.
yes,
Yeah.
Glenmere High School. I passed from Denby Primary
Yeah.
and attended Glenmere High School,
Yeah.
and I am very much a part. I'm the first football team. I was part of the first football team to have won a football trophy for Glenmere at the under 16 level, and then the same squad we represented the school at the Dacosta Cup level, where Glenmere reached the first ever Dacosta Cup football final
No,
against
no, no.
Russies in Giant Park.
No.
So
Angus. Angus, you have to give us now, years now.
that
Try
is
to remember
1985 thereabout. 1985.
the Glenmore team that you were on
Yes.
went to the finals of the.
Uh, in the 80s, in the 80,
You,
85,
no, no, you
85,
have to be
yes.
very careful because the camera gonna pick it up,
It's no problem. The
Yeah,
camera
and
can research.
we can go back,
The camera can research it.
So you were on a team, the first Glen. So when we're hearing about Glenmore in the 90s winning,
We played against Mark Hagler, Wilson, Brevitt. Linton Stewart was the captain of the then team that went to the
you
final.
play against Mark Agla, the great Agla.
Yes, and we played against like Hector Wright was playing for Herbert Morrison at that time.
Yeah.
And yes, so as a matter of fact, there is a book out called The Legends,
Uh-huh.
and you can purchase that book. It speaks volume to the
Glenmore, cover
yes,
Glenmore.
yes, to the legendary team. So I am actually one of the pioneers for the great transformation that you would have seen. As a matter of fact,
Yeah.
where I am now,
Yeah.
this is where it started. We normally played what we call a salad kick here.
Yeah.
And myself and two of my other team members, Bishop Benjamin Now and Nathan Bell,
Mm-hmm.
what we call Tola Bell,
Yeah.
we were always on the same team since we are from the same era in Racetrack. And, so it goes on. But that's another story. And,
No,
and I was always a champion boy here. I represented the great.
What do you mean? No. We have to hear the story.
Champion boy in
in terms
terms
of
of athletics. I used to run 100 meter, 200 meter, 400 meter.
No, Angus, you have to be careful. You have to be careful what you say, you know.
I cannot lie.
Be careful what you say.
I pride
You are a champion boy at Glenmore.
year in, year out.
Within 100 and
Murid. Legendary Murid. Blue House.
I didn't know that.
I did long jump, high jump, you name it. I was one of them, what you would call
Sports person.
classic. Yeah, I went to even boys champs. I ran against the then Raymond Stewart, but my champs years weren't very successful because I got spiked on one of my, I think it was a 1500.
Yeah.
And from I got spiked. So that kind of curtailed. But I've always Ralston Reed, Central champs. Ralston Reed, one of the champion boys, the champs from Clarendon.
No, what
so we ran against those.
What I'm saying, you know, Angus, it's not that
it's
not that I don't believe, you know.
It's just certain
there's a little doubt because
what?
I don't know of you of that history. So I want you to tell us. So when you call him now, we can go back, or people can say, yeah man, we know him man, Angus man, yes, it's true.
Well, representing the motto of Glenmere High School,
yeah,
burning with the zeal for truth, is something that we pride ourselves on.
So
you can always verify. You can can link with the vast Glenmere community.
And Angus' name is there.
I'm a legend, young sir. I'm not one
I
of those.
didn't know that.
I'm not one of those fellas that just happen by. We create things and make things happen.
Yes, sir.
And that is.
And you keep mentioning Glenmere. You're proud of Glenmere.
I am.
Yeah, Glenmere part.
Without no doubt.
Yeah.
I hold Glenmere as pivotal in terms of my background. And interestingly, I did not want to attend Glenmere. I wanted to go to Veer Technical High School
at the time
because I felt that I wanted my hands to be tough and I wanted to be really involved in sports. But my mother insisted that Glenmere High School. But I have no regret.
No regret.
I have absolutely no regret.
You came to a top school. You went to a top school.
And then moving along, we from Glenmere High School, I went to the bank in Nova Scotia. 5 or 6 years. Then I left that, and I was idle for about 7 years, ups and down, and that's another story.
Yeah,
we do a lot of things and develop my love for domino and.
Yeah, man, I know say you're a domino, man.
Domino expert. They call me many names in domino.
I know.
Great one, world best,
best
jazz, and all of that thing. And then I started my teaching career at Mapen Primary under the principalship of Clarice McDonald. And I entered into the education field as a pre-trained teacher because I had 7 CXCs and
So when we're gonna go to GC first,
yes.
When you came to GC, you were teaching before?
Yes, I was at pre-trained at Mapen Primary, and based on how the education system was, if you didn't get trained within a 6-year, and then you would have been out of the education system. So I took leave. I took 2 years study leave, 1 year with pay and 1 year without pay, and enrolled at the great GC Foster College. Where I met.
You can't say that, because
Leonard doing it.
Yeah, man. And but when you came to GC, you came to GC, and you came in as a pre-trained, but you were very humble, man. You were very humble. I remember nights when we were getting grubbed, and anything they say, you just humble and do it.
It is my upbringing.
Yeah.
We are trained. We are trained to respect leadership, and so once you are in leadership, I position myself to carefully follow and to be respectful of the institution and the tradition that we find ourselves a part of.
You taught GC. Give me the GC journey now. You came in. Give me the GC journey. You give me that journey.
GC Foster College.
Yes.
I've actually remodeled and reshaped my life. And my position now in terms of the academic fields and fair and even sports, it is all because of GC Foster College of Physical Education and Sport.
Right.
And my passion for physical education have really made me feel like I'm not even at work, even when I'm at work. Because
Love,
if
passion
you really find a niche
that you love.
that you love, you're really not working.
Yes, man. That's true.
And so GC Foster College have provided that. Where I have at the college now, I am a senior lecturer at the college now.
Right.
But I have gone through every rung of the college. I have been a certificate program.
Yeah.
And
I want to go there. I remember when I was on campus with Angus. I know him very well. I am put on campus with him. You came in, and then I was in your group.
Yes.
And then I said, I'm going to move over. You say you're not leaving your people.
Because I was passionate about the defense of the CERTI group. Because the certificate persons, we were drawn because of our expertise in different sporting skills.
It's coaching as well.
So we were the one that kept the flag of GC Foster burning in terms of sporting press. But there were another group, that's the diploma group then, you know, because they were very good at English language. And I might say, I am not very good at English language, even now. I will tell folks that I am not good at English language. And but I became like a spokesperson for the certificate.
And let the people know, let the viewers, you came in as a 30 student, and you were actually, you're supposed to spend 2 years. And it cost a big thing in the college. You actually was going for president in 1 year.
Yes.
People identify your leadership. People identify, and it cost a big thing in GC.
Yes, it was. Because
people need to know that
the constitution of the college would not permit certificate persons
to go
aspire for the highest.
And you actually was trying to change that.
And actually, years after, I became the advisor for the student council, and we got a referendum, and we reshaped that,
amended.
Right. So now, once you're a lawful legal citizen of GC Foster College,
no matter what year,
you can apply to be a part of the leadership of the college. And so many would not have known, but it's a lot of work. But we have come far, and I thank God, because I am firmly rooted and believe that God is everything. And so that journey was pivotal. It shaped me. And after the 2 years, I was employed. Was on teaching practice, and I was employed by Innswood High School.
We're not gonna go to Innswood because I think you create some history down there. I want to move now into your coaching at Jamaica Boilers. Give me that journey. You were coaching before you came to GC, or you got a job after?
I was involved in coaching at the Maypen Primary, where I assisted Mr. Manning. Mr. Manning, who was in charge of the thing. But like I said, my love for the sports and all of that. So I was around the football program there. I was around the netball program.
That is at Maypen?
Yes, Maypen Primary. So you name it. Whatsoever sports. I have a little mantra that said that there's no sport that I can't really play. The only sport that would have existed is the one that was not created. And once it is created, then I will be able to play it. So but that's me. But I was always involved, but not at a certified level. And so when I came to GC Foster College, that really, because I came to GC Foster College because I thought that, hey, I'm a sports person, so how difficult this would be. But when I dropped there, man,
many persons get that. No, you need to say that to the outside world, you know, because many persons came.
Many persons on the outside view GC Foster College as this quote-unquote ramping.
Come up there, come ramp.
But I am telling you,
get it right.
It is far from the truth. And if that is your mantra, you're going to be in for a rude.
You're going to be there for 1 year.
Because in addition to all the academic disciplines, you have the sporting discipline, you have the physical aspect, and the theoretical aspect. Boy, I came to GC Foster College. I never knew I could call a word like kinesiology. We talk about physiology and exercise physiology and anatomy. And
a lot of people get it wrong, Angus.
It's a whole gamut.
And as two persons who have gone through the system, when some persons go to GC, I've seen personally, person just come with them football boots, and the next year me not see them.
And that is one of the concept that, well, as a part of the person who is guiding the football program,
right?
I tell the footballers that, hey, we're not running a football club, even though that is on the horizon. We are running a training institution of physical education and sport for sports professionals and teachers. And football is a extracurricular activity. So you have to make sure that you understand. So it is not football and then the rest. It is the rest and then football.
You will leave the football there.
Right. So so that is it. But I was involved in coaching Manning Cup at the Innswood High School.
Yes, all right. Manning Cup at Innswood. You were the first coach.
Yes, the
very first. I remember you come over GC with your team and you make up nice and the whole Innswood behind you and all that. We're still a student. You now become the coach. Tell me about that journey because
it is an extraordinary thing. And as you would have known that when a school is entering Manning Cup for the first time,
baptism,
the proverbial baptism of fire, and so forth. But we had a record of around 6 straight victories.
Yes, man. Innswood came with a name the first year.
Persons were asking the then principal, Mr. Anthony Eubanks, who you have done there? But it was yours truly. We were disrupted in that season because of politics. And I pause here to say that politics is it's a blessing and it is a curse. And especially in the Spanish Town area, we found ourselves against challenges that we thought never really existed. Persons could not go to Prison Oval because they were drawn from a different section of the community. And coach, we can't go. And it has realized that. And it affected the team. And then some of them know because of their cultural experiences, them have to go up on campaign and all of them things. So where rest is one of the critical elements of any team or any individual sport that was lacking and all of that. So it caused a glitch. But I am grateful for the experience. Out of that experience we have created, because I was leading the physical education department down there. We launched out in netball, we launched out in cricket, and we were dominant. And you have
big name in cricket, man.
Yeah, man. I was part of the coaching staff. As a matter of fact, there was a little incident where the then coach was away for a period of time, and I was the one who stepped up and won the first cricket
yes,
trophy
man.
there as well. And we have been dominant. As a matter of fact, persons like Jevroy Royal, Orion Williams, Pete Salmon, just to name a few, are persons who have passed through Innswood High School, passed through my hand as well. And so we have been doing very well there. But it was at Innswood that I was contracted by the Jamaica Broilers group of companies. As the coach. I went in and did my interview, and the Mr. Palmer and those. It is only because of the COVID. Yes, so since the COVID, we have not have any participation in the business house. So I don't know if we are going to resume. But it has been a good part of.
You won some titles.
Yes, man. I've won several. I've won several business house titles. With Jamaica Broilers group of companies, and we are one of the dominant team within the business house five-a-side team. The five-a-side that is organized by the former president, Mr. Wayne Shaw, in the Kingston area. So that's my journey there, and I'm still a part of the Jamaica Brothers family, and I continue to support them in any way I can.
Right. We're gonna talk now. We're going back to GC because you are in charge now of the football program there. What is that mean with the football program? You win any title by the way? You
Oh,
win any title?
oh yes, I am actually the head coach of the male football
The
team.
male, right?
Yes, I have.
You win titles over there?
Yes.
You have to look on the camera and say that, you know. You know, I have no doubt.
He makes me laugh like a common man. Obviously, you know that I'm not a common man. But yes, I have been in charge of the program.
Yeah.
From Dr. Royal was the principal of the college. Glenson Hutchinson, who was in charge of it.
Yeah.
God rest his soul. He died
away.
suddenly.
Yeah.
And it was transferred to me. And so under my tenure, I would have asked that our student be in charge of the coaching. And under my tenure, Mr. Ferguson. I
That's
told,
Davian.
Yes, Davian Ferguson. I told the principal then, Dr. Royal, that I would want him to be in charge of the program.
Right.
And interestingly, Davian and Jason, we call him Buju, who was a part of the Jamaica setup in terms of fitness instructor.
Yeah.
They were a part of the team, and
Okay.
they did exceptionally well.
Yeah.
Under their tenure, we won numerous titles. But you know, in life, things, different administration, and they stepped aside. And once they stepped aside, they asked me to take up the mantle.
Right.
And since my tenure, the first year I went to the semifinals and we lost in the semifinals. And then the second year we won the intercollegiate championship. And the third year we won the intercollegiate championship.
Right.
And we are now preparing to defend our title. So we are going for the three-peat, and we have a nice system in place. I am ably assisted by Mr. Bogle, a former FIFA referee, and
Mr. Bogle is the assistant now?
Yes. So I am he's communicating all the different laws and the new laws.
Man who loving football too.
Yes, he has a passion.
Yes.
And we have indeed formed a almost perfect duo as we carry out our responsibilities with the football program. The vision is to actually form a club so that we can prepare talent, export talent, and really expose not only the physical aspect but the educational side, and emphasize discipline. So the journey continues. But I pause here to really say that persons might not understand the impact of a GC Foster College. I entered GC Foster College in the year 2000, and it is now 2023. I'm not a good mathematician, but you know the number, the number of years. I have never really been someone to be at any one place for such a long time, and it seems like.
But GC is your life, man. When you reach it,
so I am there, and I'm there to offer assistance and guidance.
But a man like you, Angus, who have gone through all the different stages, 30 to diploma to right up to master's level, right? You have seen there, you have been there, you have seen, you're a student now, you come lecture. You must be guiding the youngsters.
Well, I try, I try and point them. But we find now with the new generation is that their focus is a little bit different.
Right.
And you really have to be skilled and be guided by the creator to help to shape and point them in the right direction.
Yeah.
But by and large, if you can't reach all, you can reach one or two. And I am thankful that is happening. And I try to tell my students that when you come to my lecture, you must not leave the same. Passing exam is the least of the thing, but you must leave with content. When you have content, you are able now to go there and apply. You're able to evaluate. And I talk about a pragmatic approach, problem solving. So when you are faced with different issues and challenges, the pragmatic approach, you look at it and don't make it consume you, but you find a way to solve it. And this is what I want to pass on and to build. I have a good relationship also with the president of the Football Association. I have good relationship with even the female president, Miss Walker Brown, and we liaison and we speak and we are trying to see if we can uplift. There are many nuances, there are many challenges that faces football in Jamaica, but it will not be. It is not something that we can solve overnight. It is going to come with time. It is going to come with persons with new ideas, persons who really have the heart and the technical know-how. And I believe that the president of the Jamaica Football Federation must, in order to move the football program, they must form a concrete, not a paper MOU with a GC Foster College. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what the other institution bring. GC Foster College is the mecca of sports.
No, you touch a very important point here, no, Angus. You're talking, man.
Have transformed
yes.
the sporting landscape of not only Jamaica but the region,
the Caribbean,
and
the
by
world.
extension the world. So I don't.
yeah.
People sometimes don't even understand that wherever you see a copy, there is an original.
Yeah.
And GC Foster College is the original.
Yes, sir.
It is the original. It's unshakable, and it churns out excellent track and field coaches, excellent football coaches, excellent cricket coaches, excellent sport administrator,
yes, sir.
excellent massage therapist, excellence. Fitness is the hallmark. Fitness instructor, you name it, GC Foster College would have impacted, and we continue to do so. Even now, and this has not even broken yet. We have a team, a crack team that will be leaving the island shortly.
Which team?
To go. A crack team of expertise from GC Foster College that will be traveling to a particular island. And I can't speak about that until
it come true. Yeah.
You will hear. You will hear. We have been to Tobago. We have done work in Tobago. I'm part of a team that has have done excellent work in Tobago. And it is all GC Foster College. And excuse me, ladies and gentlemen, I make no apologies. GC Foster College. But undoubtedly
I would stand here and listen to you for now till the morning saying that, right? Because I'm a product. I am a product of the system, and I know firsthand. You said some things in terms of the football.
Yes.
Track and field has taken over. If you go in all the school, most schools that you go to, and they are doing well, is a GC person, track and field.
All right.
What does that mean with the football where we can get it to in?
Mr. Dwayne.
Yeah.
The leadership of the body that governs track and field administrators in Jamaica is a GC Foster Pass student.
Yeah. Okay.
Sir Gill.
Yeah.
So I am saying, and as I am alluding to the fact that the president and his cohort must form not a paper MOU with a GC Foster College, but must form a concrete,
real thing
relationship with the GC Foster College.
Real thing.
We have the expertise.
Yes.
We can train your staff. We can go in and train members of the different FA so as to how to manage.
Yes.
Because sometimes it's a management issue.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's technical issue. We talk about periodization, and sometimes persons believe that periodization is only for track and field.
Yeah.
But periodization handled properly and managed properly your football program. And so, but we are in dialogue. We are in
Right.
dialogue. We are in dialogue with the association, and we hope that this dialogue does not die
Mm-hmm.
on stony ground, but
Mm-hmm.
they will fall on fertile grounds in the heart of those who are in charge,
So
so
that,
that we can transform, and we really can do it, and it's something that we'd want
so
to
what
do
you're saying is
because
that GC Foster want to help.
definitely
Yeah. Want to help.
we are always available.
Available.
Interestingly,
Mm-hmm.
when the president became president of the association, we were the first institution to have him come and sit down and congratulate him and all of that. But every now and again, it just
Oh.
does not bear the fruit that we are looking for. But I am glad to be able to serve,
Mm-hmm.
and I will continue to serve in whatever capacity as I handle. Sports is probably my life outside of the great King of Kings and Lord of Lords.
Angus,
So
how has the college changed? I haven't been there.
the college, in terms of infrastructure, is
Yeah.
looking really good.
Yeah, I
The
saw that.
aesthetics
I mean, the
really
whole
up.
program are some.
We first of all, we our programs are accredited.
Mm.
The coaching program is a degree program. It's accredited.
Mm.
You can get a coaching degree. You can get an associate degree. You can get a teacher training degree after 4 years, and we collaborate with the college, University of Technology, with our master's program, and all our programs are accredited, and we are now in the process. Even the fitness instruction and massage, it's part of the accreditation. So, and it is churning out. They are the sought after persons. So we have different program and stream. We are doing collabs with different Caribbean countries, and even countries outside of the Caribbean
Mm-hmm.
have approached us, and so we have been doing our homework. We have been sometimes we should be able to blow our trumpet a little bit more.
Yeah.
But as you know, sometimes I must say that some of our past students sometimes probably are not seen as others because every institution have its challenges.
Yeah.
But we can't allow the small challenges
Yeah.
to outweigh and to cover the magnitude of good and the service that we have been providing. And so it is for us who are members of the custodian family
Mm-hmm.
to really start
You
the
went to see
product and the
people.
proof of the product.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Yeah.
and interestingly, it makes you such a rounded individual.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes folks ask me what it is that you lecture at GC Foster College, and I can only tell them that I don't lecture the English courses because I'm not.
Yeah.
But I've been able, by the grace of God, anatomy, physiology, kinesiology, sports management, volleyball, football,
Angus,
cricket, you name it, history
Angus,
and
you
development of
touch
sport,
on it.
you name it.
You touch on it earlier, but we are wrapping up. And maybe the interview is all about GC, but I don't mind. We are wrapping up, right? I want you to look in the camera, Angus. There's a perception out there that GC Foster, when you get called to come to GC Foster, just pack your boots, pack your spikes, pack your racket, pack whatsoever, don't carry any book. Angus, you are a senior lecturer at the institution. I was there as a student where people come in, good footballers, and they didn't graduate with me, and we're doing the same course. Talk to the camera.
I would have hoped that the listening audience would have been listening keenly.
Mhm.
And I tell you that I had a perception that I was going to come to GC Foster College and ramp my way through. It is the furthest thing from the truth.
Mhm.
But if you can accept truth and apply yourself, then the end product, you will be a diamond at the end of your journey at GC Foster College. GC Foster College is not a playpen. GC Foster College is not a ramping shop. GC Foster College is a mecca of not only sports, but it is a transformer of the individuals who apply themselves, and you will be shining examples in the world. There is no challenge that you can't face when you have gone through a GC Foster College.
Yes,
Just look at a Dr. Anker
yeah,
and he
that's
will
true.
tell you one of the most influential principles in Jamaica. Just look at Mr. Honorable Morris Wilson, the now principal of a GC Foster College. Look at Garth Gale,
yeah.
one of the most decorated athletics administrator and principal. Look at Bentley Brown.
Yeah.
These are just a few. Look at Elton Johnson.
Meron Gordon.
And Meron, listen me.
Dwayne Johnson.
Listen, the list goes on and on and on and
Keelan the Goldberg.
Keelan the Goldberg from. Listen, time will not allow me to continue to name.
Yeah.
We could talk about a Godfrey Drummond.
Yeah, man.
From Reno. We could talk about a Jason.
Yeah, man. Any school you go and touch, yeah.
It's all about a GC Foster College. And we're sorry to make it sound like this, but we are speaking the truth and we have to talk the truth. Remember that I am my core, Glenmere High School, burning with the zeal of truth. So you know that I have to speak and represent the truth. In closing, it would not be great for me not to say thank you for the movers and shapers of my life through the journey at GC Foster College. And Miss Kang and Mr. Noel Monteith.
Yeah.
Legendary. Life is about choices. Edwin Murray. And Mr. Morris Westney.
Yeah.
And Mr. Morris Wilson. And Dr. Joyce Graham Royal. And Miss Yvonne Kang. And Dr. Gardner. Those are persons who have impacted and have had a hand in shaping my whole existence now. Bless up.
What can I say? We just get a lecture from a senior lecturer at GC Foster College, a pastor. You notice the preaching and the passion, it combined, and the guidance. But this man has been there. He has done that. He has been in all the programs at GC Foster. He said, Leonard, you're not coming. I said, boy, take your time and then. But a wonderful interview. Once it's GC Foster, I'll stand here and listen. The Angus has shared his story in terms of his upbringing, early life, in terms of coming to GC Foster. He was a very humble soul. This man came to GC as a big man, And people, like teenagers drag him, rent a tile. You will understand when you see it. I don't know if those days are still going on. But the institution of choice is an institution that when you come, it has changed your life. It has definitely so many of us. So when should I say this? When I see somebody driving a nice car or so on, I'm happy because I remember when both of us usually walk go to the gate. And we usually go down a cafeteria and I wonder if the food ready. And now you can eat laughter. You can buy things. So for the persons who are at the institution who is seeing this, you're at a great place. A wonderful place. Make use of it. I will not take over this interview by telling my story, but I can tell you of the goodness and joy of GP Foster College. Until then, I'm Leonard Doheny. Hey, you need to subscribe to the channel, man. Go on and subscribe. Clarendon again at Glenmere High School, talking to Mr. Dwight Angus. You need to subscribe. Mr. Angus, you need to share this with GC, man, and let GC people understand that this movement is all about them. Until then, take care. See you next time.